Morning, everybody. It is 8:10 a.m. It is March 13th. Welcome to my channel. Markets yesterday. So I don't know. The economic calendar I use was wrong. The forecast, um, because it didn't show what everybody else saw. So it was hot, core and headline yesterday by point 0.1. So the market, pre-market didn't do much, but then it sold off, and then what do you know? Got bought up and made new highs. So this market's nuts. I keep saying it because it is. It's a fact. It's just crazy. Continues to be crazy. The momentum's strong. Nothing can take this market down right now. Okay? So without further ado, let's get into this. Welcome to my channel. My name is Steven Gonzalez. I use volume profile, market profile to find structure in the market. Also use supply and demand, gamma exposure levels, anchored VWAPs, and the most shorter price of the month, the year, the rolling week, and the previous day. Just helps me find structure. Alright. I want to be on the right side. Those levels help me. And if they all come together, that helps me put on a trade. Okay. So that's basically what I use. Okay. And hopefully you can subscribe and set an alert. I do this every day around 8:10 a.m. Alright. And if you do like the content, please give me a thumbs up. That would mean a lot to me as well. Alright. You could always follow me on X at Gonzo719. Alright, so we can get right into the futures watch list. Let's see what we have going on here. Look who's leading the pack. Bitcoin, shocker, up 2.71%. Ether's up 1.85%. Crude is up 1.66%. Crude's getting love today. Silver's up 0.64%. Gold back, took a little dip yesterday with the hot CPI, but up 0.19. The Dow's up 0.04. Russell's up 0.03. ES is basically flat. 10-year yield probably rise a little bit due to the 30-year bond. Let's see here. There's a 30-year bond auction today, actually, at 1 p.m. That would be very important. Dollar is down 0.12. The Nasdaq's down 0.13. Nasdaq is down 1.3. 30-year bonds being sold down 0.26. The VIX is down 0.43. Okay, move on to the Mag 7 Plus. Who's leading the pack? Nvidia is up 0.68. Microsoft's up 0.65. All right, now we got some laggards today. Let's see, AMD, Apple, Google's down 0.38. Boeing's just getting smashed after failing that audit. Coin, wow, Coin is down 1.03%. How do you like that? Tesla got a downgrade today. All right, down 2.11%. Just getting hammered. It's getting hammered. All right, so that's what's going on there. Let's move on to top sector stocks. Eli Lilly pulled back and now is getting love. Exxon, Chevron, getting some love. Got a little bit of a laggard here. Really not much. Qualcomm really is the laggard. All right, let's go to my swing trades list. Soundhound leading the pack, up 5.19. Baba MicroStrategy, which is unbelievably at $1,658 a share. That's ridiculous. Celsius. Good morning, Chief. We have a celebrity in the house today. Rosita's here. Rosita, Big Buck Rosita. The booth Rosita. Let's see here. Oh, I like that. So, NEE. Come on, push it up there. Up 2.5%. You got the Bitcoin ETF. You got VRT, Vertiv. 2.32%. Mara's pulled back quite a bit. That's up 2.28%. All right, that's kind of like the leaders today. Let's go to the laggards. Dollar Tree reported earnings today. All right, that is down 7.17%. Intel down 0.164. Walgreens down 1%. All right, ARM Nothing's really that bad. All right. So that's that. Let's move over to sectors. All right. Energy up 0.49. Utilities up 0.33. Basic materials. This is all defensive. Um, Semis are flat today. The only little lagger down 0.06 is discretionary. That's Tesla. All right, that is Tesla. All right. Let's get into some economic calendar, some news. Um, Boom. All right. So I already said this, but yesterday this stupid calendar was not correct with the forecast. So this is wrong. Uh, this was wrong. The consensus is actually the forecast. So point 0.1 hot in the core, point 0.1 hot in the headline. That was yesterday. Now today we just have really crude at 10:30 inventory, and then we have a 30-year bond auction, which has been quite a catalyst lately. So 1 p.m. Look out for that. All right, that's really all we have um, as far as economic calendar. I'm going to see if we have a morning call here. We do. All right, hold on. Let's get some news here. Boom. All right, let's get some news. We got Dollar Tree post quarterly loss, incurs over 1 billion in charges on store closure plans. Boy, that's not good. U.S. House to vote to force ByteDance to divest TikTok or face ban. Let's see here. Lilly partners with Amazon. Oh boy. Oh boy. Lilly's partnering with Amazon. Shell to cut about 20% of its jobs. All right. Let's see what else we have here. Boeing, of course, not good. Just want to look at. All right. Nextera Energy. Why is that? Let's see here. Company said on Tuesday the U.S. Federal Election Commission has voted to close its file on the allegations made in 2022 against the clean energy company Unitil. That's good news. All right, Tesla production started up again at the EVU maker European Gigafactory in Grodenheim, Germany. Whoa, Toyota's given their biggest pay increase ever. Let's see. It looks like Tesla, Wells Fargo's cuts rating to underweight from equal weight and target price to 125 from 200, expecting headwinds from disappointing deliveries and further price cuts. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. That probably rounds up the news in the economic calendar. All right. Let's see what the juice has anything. I don't think so. The only thing that they have is Wells Fargo now expects the Fed to start cutting rates in June versus May expected earlier. Okay. And that's about what we got going here. Now, let's go into the daily charts. How about we do that? So let's look at those daily charts. Let's look at that channel we got going on. That channel's pretty serious. Okay. We're rising back up to this channel here. And that high would put us around 519, 520 if we hit that again. Okay. Yesterday, what did we do? We pulled right back to the 90-minute line. And you also pulled back to last month's highs. See that? Last month's highs was support yesterday. All right. So where are we at now? We are at 516.82, 516.82. We're close to the highs. We're holding higher prices. Nothing but bullish. Okay. Nothing but bullish. So this really the channel's the story here. That's our playground. Boom. We go up, we hit the channel, we go down, we hit the uptrend line, we go up, we go up, we go down, we go up, we go down, we go. Just like that's what we're doing. Can't really dispute that, right? Qs. The Qs. What did we do? Well, the day before you hit the 20-day simple moving average, right? That was support. Then we opened here, came all the way down to the tick to the 20-day simple moving average, and we got bought. All right, and then we closed above last month's highs. Okay. So what do we do today? 443.10, 443.10. We're right around. We're still holding these highs as well. A little below the close. Okay, close up at the highs. I mean, you can't really say anything but it's bullish, right? Now we are in the middle of this kind of range today. We'll see what happens there. We'll see what happens there. Okay. Now we do push up. Okay. You're looking at 448 to 450. All right. Let's see. Let's see what we do today. Market's been a little wild. The VIX was up past 15. Now it's down to 13.79 again. Now again, fears a little bit of knocked out of the market. A little bit knocked out. All right. Let's go to our triple-headed monster. Okay. Let's do that. Let's see how that 10-year yield is. The 10-year yield is clocking in, and it's up 0.75%. Okay, you can see it's gapping up right here. It's hitting the 200-day moving average. Right, so that's hotter CPI. It's pushing up yields a little bit. So, a crazy market, the best bond market. Now, we do have a 30-year bond auction today at 1 p.m. Remember that. Okay, let's look at the No Fear VIX. That VIX rose all the way up to about 16, and yesterday was above 15, and we came all the way back down to 13. So fear is not there again. Okay, and we have the dollar. Dollar is kind of holding right here in this little range here. So we spiked yesterday with that CPI, but then it came back to earth, and we're back into the range. So we have to see, right? PPI is tomorrow. So that is the triple-headed monster. All right. Let's go over to the market profile. Let's see some structure here. All right. Let's look at some structure together. Boom. Structure. Structure. All right. Let's do it. All right. Now, here's the ES. We're starting to get a bullish imbalance here, but right. So yeah, you don't really have excess here at this thing, and now you have price, which is right at the most traded price of the 24 hours, right there. That is 42.40. Got distribution, distribution, a lot of distributions here. This is the value area, 70% of the trade. That's where value is right now, and then you got this lower half. Okay, so it's looking like you might want to push highs again, which is just nuts, right? So, and like yesterday, you see we whipped up yesterday, came back down, opened here, shot down, right almost to week-to-day view up, and then you got bought up and closed all the way at the highs with the most traded price at the highs. Okay, most traded price of yesterday. Okay, now the 5-day, the most traded price of the week right here, will probably move up to here today. Okay, it's bullish. That's all it is. And that big level, the most traded price of the month, 51.65, you know, that did not get violated at all yesterday. So, bulls back in the driver's seat. Bulls back in the driver's seat. Now, little marker here. Here's the midpoint of yesterday, 52.13. Okay, what does that line up with? Most traded price of the week. Okay, what price is that? That is 52.19. All right, 52.19. That right there is the Bulls need to defend it. That's all. Bulls need to defend that. Now, let's look at yesterday's high, yesterday's low, right? Overnight high, we have a weak high now. Overnight high and yesterday's high are equal, which makes it weak, which means there's shorts there, okay? And they just are begging to get hurt. Okay, that's kind of like a breakout point. Okay, now here's overnight low. And you have a little tiny range here. It's a very balanced little baby range. Okay, not much edge in that. Okay, you're at the most traded price of the week. I'm sorry, the most traded price of yesterday's right there. So I would say your defense is this area. Okay, for bulls. 50% retracement of yesterday, the midpoint of yesterday, 52.13, 52.20, let's call it. That is your range to defend for the bulls. All right, you want that to be defended. And then we have our week high. Inventory is balanced. There's no edge there. Okay. So that's what we're kind of looking at here. Now the volume is it's lighter today. Okay. Now remember, we have quad witching Friday. Quad witching, right? So that means that there's stock, monthly expiry, index expiries, futures options expiry, and futures themselves are changing over contracts. That is the quad witching. Okay? So a lot of money comes off the books on Friday. Right? All those options expire on Friday. So usually what happens is you can get some pinning effect on Friday, get volatile in the morning, but then what happens on Monday, there's a new change of guard, right? There's new hedging, there's new orders, there's new options. So that usually sometimes has a change. Okay? If you look at options, OPEX or quad witching, if you look at a chart, sometimes there's a significant change on like the week following. Okay? So let's look at some scenarios today. All right, so now let's go with the bullish one. Okay, like I said, this area right here is the area that the bulls need to defend. Right here. So, two things can happen here, okay? What I would like, that could be a possible scenario, you get a little bit of this profit taking and you pull back into here. And we bounce around, we make some lower highs, and then boom, we start moving up. There's that weak high. You want to break through that weak high and start to make new highs. Okay, that's one. Another one could just be a little baby pullback and then break. Okay. All right. Anything more than this, you break this, I'm probably not going to be that interested in a long. Okay, because then that's not strength if this gets broken. Okay. Now, shorts, bears. There is a supply zone here, right overhead. Okay. There is a supply zone. Now, you just showed what I said that I'd like for happen in the bull zone, in the bull case. Now, this could also happen here, right? So you can come down here, you get pushed up, you come out here, and then guess what happens? You break. But if you break, and then all of a sudden you see a wick, and you start doing lower highs, and we come under yesterday's most trader price, then we could definitely fall back, cut through this, and you have single prints here. Okay, you'd have to cut through the weekly day VWAP and monthly VWAP. You could test, go all the way back to the most traded price, okay, of the month, 51.65. That would be nasty. Okay, now that's if you cut through all that, right? you could definitely just cut through here and then just bounce off too. But that's really what I'm looking at. Okay. Now this morning, there's nothing that's crazy bullish that's moving the market. There's nothing crazy bullish. There is some bearish with Tesla. Okay. Nvidia, what did we do yesterday? Nvidia closed at 919.13. It's right now at 914. Okay. So you got to keep an eye on Nvidia now. Market cap's huge. So keep your eye on that. That was the ES scenarios. Let's look at the NASDAQ. Let's look at how that structure looks. Okay. Let's see. Big profile here. A lot of distributions. You got our value area right here to here. That's 70% of the trade has happened here. That's the value area. Okay. Price is right here. Seems to be pushing down a little bit. All right. We are above the most traded price of the month in the year. That is 182.62. Okay, that's the big level. Now you have week to date VWAP here. You have monthly VWAP here. Okay. Most traded price of the week in the RTH session is here. Okay. In the 24 hours is here. So that is very similar to the ES. So a very similar, I would say, plan that's going to happen here. Okay. What do bulls want? Ultimately, stay above this level in the NASDAQ. Stay above it. Okay. Very balanced profile in the overnight. Look at that's just balanced. No edge to that. Okay. There's really no edge to it. Don't have a exact week high like the ES. You broke the yesterday's highs in the overnight. And anytime you do that, that's usually not a secure high. That's usually not going to be it. You're usually going to test that. Okay. About 97% of the time you hit an overnight high and overnight low in the market. That's a little stat for you. Okay. So here's the area right here that you want to see the market defend. This area in the NASDAQ. All right. Why? You got monthly VWAP. You have yesterday's most traded price and the 24-hour most traded price of the week. Most traded price of the week of the RTH. Okay. If you break that, not good. Probably going to test the most traded price of the year and the month. Okay. So I think some big orders hitting the tape right now. I'm hearing them in my ear. You probably hear them too. Some large orders hitting the tape. All right. So let's get our scenarios, okay? For the NASDAQ. NQ scenarios. All right. So here's our place to defend. We're going to test that. We might even test that as I'm speaking. So like I said, it's going to be about right here. I'd even say it goes deep as the midpoint of yesterday. All right. And let's see what we do. So in the bullish case, right? Anywhere in this box, okay? And you want to find acceptance here for a bear. But if you don't, if you come down here like this and do this, you're going to go back up. All right, and there's single prints above here, which even makes, if we move higher, a better possibility for the NASDAQ to just crush that, okay? So, again, come in this area. You won't want to see it hold here. You want to see it rip, and then you can go back up, clear those single prints, and possibly get some extra. Okay. Anything below this area is not good. Sellers will be in control. Okay. But until that happens, right? You can see we're getting some nice selling. And let's see if the monthly VWAP acts as support here. Okay. That's what I really see. That's the only thing I'm going to be looking at. Now, as far as bears, you do have supply. Okay, you do have supply right here. Okay, so a bear, what they'd want to see is even if we do this, boop, and come back up here, and if we get this in the supply and we start getting some wick, and you get some lower highs here, you really want to see it come back here. And again, if we take out this area and hold, we're going to test the most traded price of the year and the month. Okay, if you break that, not good. Are we going to ever fill that gap down there? Okay, that's how you have to look at that. It's very possible, like I said, those scenarios happen. Okay, that's going to do it. I think it's pretty simple today. Am I in love with the scenarios? Not in love. I don't say that's like a bread and butter setup today, but um, we have to see. Then I have to see what's strong, what's weak. You have to do a lot of analyzation. I could do a trade plan, and then the market opens, and then it's just wacky, or like you have no edge because like the leaders are mixed, or the Nasdaq and the ES are not on the same page. Then I generally like to wait until they get on the same page because eventually they do sync, and that's where you want to start thinking, okay, what do I want to do? Where are the key market weighted stocks in the market? Where are they at? Where's their gamma levels? Where's their flip points? Where? Like, what are we holding? Daily lows, daily highs, the settlement, the close, right? That's what I look at. All right. So anyway, that will do it. Okay, that will do it for me. So if you enjoyed it, please subscribe, set an alert. All right, and of course, on top of that, give me a big thumbs up. That would make me very happy. All right. Always follow me on X at Gonzo719. Okay. Now, thank you for watching my channel. All right, now, today, let's see what happens today. Because today, we don't have just all out NVIDIA going crazy. We don't have coin just going all out crazy. Okay, coin is actually down 2%. It's getting a little pullback. All right, so Tesla's down 2.6. We'll see. Right now, energy is leading the pack. That's not a market mover. Okay, so we'll just have to wait and see. All right, so everybody stay green today. Good luck today. Be patient. And I'll see everybody tomorrow.